Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. I'm like 30 minutes late. I said I was going to stream at 11. It's 11:32. But we're here, man. Got to get the haircut in a little bit. But you know how to get a stream up. Welcome back to another Washington Wizards basketball stream. Welcome. Minor news, nothing of note. But minor news. Taj Gibson finally officially got announced. There were some quotes that we can go over. There were some quotes a little bit to talk about Taj Gibson and what he brings to the team, etc. If I can find them, because they were from like the other day. What's going on, B-boy? I gotta get it in early on the off days, cause I ain't trying to do it at night. Chip, what's going on, bro? Liam, what's going on? I saw you. You said you was gonna be in here. What's going on? AC, you said all news feel like mine when it comes to the Wizards. Typically it is. So Tommy Shepard on Taj Gibson and his signing. He said Taj comes to us as a veteran big who will add toughness, experience, and physicality to our team. We know he will always be prepared and ready when we need him, giving us valuable depth in our front court. So, as we all expected, Taj is, coming in, bringing in that veteran presence, that experience and toughness that the Wizards need and sometimes lack. When he's called upon, he's going to be there to give it. That's what Taj is there for. That's what he's there for. So that's cool. Taj Gibson sounds like a guy who's, not really going to be getting legitimate minutes, but when he's called upon, he'll be there. Someone they can count on. So that's all fine and dandy. Nothing else really has gone on. Absolutely nothing else has gone on with the Wizards in Wizards world, in the Wizards fandom. Absolutely nothing. So there's that. And you said Bertaj's gonna steal Gaffey's minutes. I doubt it. I doubt he's gonna take any of Gafford's minutes. That'd be weird. Because Taj is like 40 years old. He's like 40 years old. I don't get that. I don't get that. I think Gafford's minutes are fine. What's his face? Taj is going to be like barely getting minutes unless, injuries occur, etc. Because I don't really see the purpose of him getting minutes to stealing minutes. You don't want that to happen. You do not want that to happen at all.
I ain't never ever
Jay, thank
seen
you for
act
the
like
five,
this
my
before.
guy.
You getting
Since up
bucket
on
buckets.
supporting
How
the
you
hustle.
feel?
Salute from B More. My man. I appreciate you, Jay. Thank you for the 5. My guy out there from B More. My man, Jay. My man. Appreciate you, bro. Chippy said, guess not. They expecting KP to play over 50 games then. Yeah, I guess so. I assume so. Biggie said, what's wrong now, D? Ain't nothing wrong. I was just bringing up the Taj Gibson signing. Liam thought maybe that he would take Gafford minutes, and I don't think that's happening. I think Taj is strictly, one of those guys who are going to be on the bench unless injuries happen or Gafford picks up too many fouls off the bench, etc. I think it's going to be something like that, but I think Taj is cool for like um the veteran presence in the locker room. He's good for that. The veteran presence in the locker room. So there's that. Chippy said I like Taj, but I would prefer Big Vern on the bench learning. Yeah, I guess yes. I mean, like I said, I assume Vernon Carey is back to like G League. Is back to the G League status. I would assume. I would assume he's back to the G League status. Uh, it's about to be a dry month, guys. Like when's the next time? When does all like preseason start? What month does preseason usually start, guys? It's about to be like really dry, like a really dry period. It really is. It's about to be a really dry period. Um, like after the summer league, like it's usually like free agency and then summer league, and then like after summer league, things kind of dry up. I honestly don't think KD and Kyrie get moved. Um, I don't know if Donovan Mitchell gets moved. I know the Jazz were asking for like 8 first round picks or something like that. Um, yeah. So I don't know, man. Oh, also I see some Deni propaganda for my Deni fans. I've seen some Deni propaganda on Twitter today that I want to show y'all. Um, Let me say you heard about Bill's training interview about Deni. Yeah, I did actually. I was going to bring that up too. Let me find that. Let me go on the Wizards Reddit because I know it got posted on there. Grant, you said what number of wins makes our fan base happy? 40, 45? Definitely won't be 40. Cause shoot, last season, what did they win last season? Last season, the Wizards won 35. So a 5-win increase doesn't do anything. 40 wins wouldn't even have been 10th seed. They still would have missed the play-in. Well, 40 wins, so it ain't that. 45 wins, that's play-in. The Nets got 44 wins. Cavaliers have 44 wins. So 45 wins is that play-in area. So, I mean, I guess 45 would be cool. 45, I think, would be decent. 45 would be alright. The season they went to the playoffs, they had... Christ, they only had 34 wins. And they went to the playoffs. So, I think 45 wins would definitely be... people would be a little bit more happy about that. That's a 10-win increase from last season. I think fans will be, a little more happy with that. 45. Definitely. Biggie said October preseason begins. Goodness gracious. Oh, so that's the next time you can see, wait, what? Excuse me? What is this on the Wizards Reddit? Is this Johnny Davis? What's going on here? I don't even know what this is. I don't know what's going on there. Liam said I think Wiz when healthy are 5th seed. Yeah, that's being very gracious. That's being very gracious and optimistic about the Wizards and what I don't see 5th seed. That's kind of crazy. That kind of crazy. That's pretty crazy, Liam. I'm not gonna cap to you, but also you said it looked like D-Book. I think that was Johnny. I don't know. Taj Gibson also said the Wizards are planning on a pre-training camp in LA in August to start growing the team chemistry. He says he received a lot of text messages from his 2 new teammates, including Kyle Kuzma. So, The Wizards are going to go out to LA for a pre-training camp in August, so they can get that chemistry up. That's good. That's a good look. It's a good look for the team chemistry and everything. If you don't know, Taj Gibson will be wearing number 67. These are the pictures. If you care, these are the pictures on that. Mo, you said let's pray for KP don't get injured playing with the national team. Hopefully not. That'd be kind of crazy. Chippy said, go Johnny. Hope you perform better in bed than it's the summer league. Gray said, if everything goes the way it's supposed to, we are 7 for 8 seed. Grant, I think that's a little bit more realistic. If everything goes right, 7th, 8th seed. I think that's pretty realistic, Grant. I think that's pretty realistic. Chippy said 67 for his age. Gray said, I guess we know how Johnny hurt his back. He was putting down the hardwood and bed instead of on the floor. That's what it looked like to me. I'm on the Wizards Reddit pretty much just getting all the news. Will Barton also said that he was excited to play with Big Gav. He was like, he want to get out there with him. He said he's a guy that likes to get to the rim. When I get to the rim, if I can't score myself, I want to put that lob up there. And I know he's a guy who can go get it. So he's definitely a guy I'm looking forward to playing with. So that's nice to see. Will Barton is excited to play with Daniel Gafford. That's cool. That's nice to see. If you're a betting man, like me, like myself, right? Points bet, they predict the Wizards to have a 35.5 win for the Wizards this season. 35.5 wins. Let's look at Bet Online real quick, right? Let's look at them. Let me see if they're over under win totals. Yeah, here we go. Team wins. Let's go to the Wizards. Over under, they have 36. Over or under on 36 wins for the Washington Wizards. Last season, I said they won 35 games, so they would have hit the under. If their win total was 36 last season, but it wasn't. I forgot what it was, but I think they hit the over in their wins last season. And they would have hit the under if this was last season. So, on BetOnline, they have their over and under for wins at 36. So, if you bet the over, the Wizards need to win 37 games for you to win money. If you hit the under, obviously, you need them to win 36 games. If they hit 36, and that's the end of the season, they end at 36, you win. That's under 36 games. Do the Wizards win 37 games? Over or under? Yes or no? Over under 36 wins. 36 wins over under. Do the Wizards hit? Gray said over 36. I'm pretty confident in that. Okay. 36, I feel like the Wizards can hit more than 36. I think they can hit 37 wins. Like, I'm willing to put money down on this. So, I mean, I don't know how experienced my guys in here are at betting, but these are the betting odds. This is the juice. So, it's the same for the over and under. So, if I were to bet the over, let me log in, blah, blah, blah. If I was to bet the over on this, I have to go back to it. If I was to bet the over 36, I would have to bet $115 to win $100 because it's minus 15. For the people who don't know how betting works and betting odds works. For the people who do know, obviously you already know this information. This is basic information. I'd be willing to put in a bet. Like, if I got a majority vote in here on the over and under, I'd be willing to put in a bet. I'd be willing to put in a bet on the over. If that was majority votes. Because I think the Wizards hit over 36 wins. I'd be willing to do that. but I think they hit over 36. Me personally, I think they hit over 36 wins. Okay, finally, I know it was on a sports site. They said Israeli. It was Sports 5. Drew Hanlon, Sports 5. Deni Avdija. Why can't I find it? Sports 5. Israel. Oh. Guys, why did I just do this? Why did I search up Sports 5 Israel? I'm glad they had this option. I did this and I was looking at this and I was looking crazy for 2 seconds. I was like, I don't know what I was about to do. I didn't even see this option. I'm glad they have this option there because I was about to be looking crazy. Can I just look up like Sports 5 Israel Deni Avdija? God, it's so hard being in America trying to look on a Israeli site because on Google they won't give it to you. But thankfully we have Wizards Reddit user YN1983. He gave some like post notes pretty much. He said the main things that Drew said was Deni is the nicest down-to-earth person with great motivation to learn and improve. He said he focused on three-point shooting and mental stability on the court. He said Hanlon picked to work with Deni over lots of other NBA players because he thinks Deni has huge potential, and after 2 adjustment seasons, it's the right time for Deni to make the leap. He said if Deni reaches 36%, because I've been saying 35. Thank you, Sar. Thank you. If I need help, I know I got a couple guys I can go to in here. Because remember, guys, from the jump, I was saying I want Deni to go from 31 to 35. Drew was saying if Deni reaches 36 3-point shooting next season, it will be great. So he wants 36. I was saying 35-ish% from 3. He said throughout those 3 weeks, Deni mainly worked alongside Tyrese Halliburton, Kelly Oubre Jr., and partially with Tyler Hero. Said all players had great vibes. He said he was impressed about how quick Deni improved his mental toughness during this period. He said Deni is so humble and down to earth to a degree where sometimes he urged him to really be a badass. Said a lot of people will be surprised from Deni improvements this season, including deeper range from 3. I don't really care much for the deeper range from 3 because remember when Bradley Beal was talking about I want to shoot, I've been working on shooting from deeper. Look, we don't need anybody shooting deep from 3. Let's just work on getting the 3-point percentage up. We don't need anybody shooting deep threes. Let's just, get right behind the 3-point line and make those real quick. Let's do that first. I don't really care too much about the deeper range from 3. Let's just get the 3-point percentage up first before we start talking about deep range threes. Not everybody got to shoot the 3 from deep. We could just shoot a regular 3 ball. But those were pretty much the main points. I'm glad he brought this point up too because this is something I've said before as well. The whole mental stability on court. I've said this about Deni a plethora of times. Deni will go through like stretches where I feel like mentally he loses confidence in himself and his abilities, and he'll go through like little rough stretches and rough patches. So I'm glad the mental stability thing was a big focus and how he improved on his mental toughness because I've spoken about that. And then pretty much kind of similar to what I was saying about how I want him to be at 35%, Drew wants him to get to 36%. So pretty much around the same with that. So that's good. That's good to see. Then he's been putting in a lot of work this offseason. Hopefully everything pays off in the regular season. Because this will be a big year for Deni. I've said that before. This will be a big year for Deni. Gray said over 36. I'm pretty confident in that. Chippy said, I'm not a gambling man, but I say over. Doctor, you said we won 35 games with a beat-up team last year. Just listening. You said Wizards finally win 50 games this year. Injuries and defense break our way for the first time in 50 years. Go Wiz. Take the over on that bet, folks. Okay. Doctor, you said we mildly improved to over 36. So y'all like the over 36. I may put something in. I may put a little something in. Brady said, sub D, is there any possibility that the Wizards can pull a major upset and go to the finals this year? No. No, I give that a 0.0% chance. The Washington, if everything goes right, like even our most, optimistic fans are saying 5th seed in like second round. Finals is crazy. Gray said, I don't bet sports, but I'm pretty sure we can win 40 games this year. We are an actual NBA team this year. I think 40 games I think they can maybe hit 40. Like you said, they hit 35, 36, 34, whatever. They've been pretty beaten up, and it's gotten pretty rough. I think they can hit that over 36, man. Hopefully, you just gotta hope. You never know. Guys stay healthy, etc. Biggie said, I saw a tweet said if Diddy takes the next step from training with Bradley Beal's trainer, they should hire him as an assistant or team trainer. That would be nice, but that wouldn't make sense for Drew. He has so many different clients and high like clientele guys. Like, why would I stop working with Jason Tatum, Jordan Clarkson, Bradley Beal individually to work with one specific team? He likes to pick and choose his guys who he wants to work with. So I don't know why he would do that to himself. He's old man with his own little drink going on. Ain't it like Sweat Fam or something like that? He wouldn't give that up to go work for some organization, especially the Wizards of all organizations. Gray said, just having an actual backup point guard is a huge step forward. It is nice. Kevin said, what's going on, D? Sorry I took so long. Just got done work for the week, so what's on the menu for today? We were just looking at what Drew Hanlon said about Deni Avdija and his workouts with him so far this offseason, how Deni has impressed him. We looked at some quotes from Taj Gibson, and he said that they would be going out in LA in August to do like a pre-training camp, chemistry little session with the team. So pretty much just minor news, a lot of minor stuff. Just going over a couple minor things today. Nothing big, obviously. Just catching up. It's a catch-up. This is a catch-up day. Jimbo, what's going on, brother? NBA, you say, can you hoop? I can do a little something, NBA. I ain't tough. I wouldn't classify myself as tough. But I wouldn't classify myself as trash either. I'm alright. Gray said I might be biased and blinded because I'm a fan, but I think offhand was really bothering Bill shooting the 3 last year. I don't know what it was. Maybe it was because he didn't have like a legit point guard and like Dinwiddie thing was, I don't know. But hopefully, I think naturally he'll improve from 3 because that was bad. That was bad. From 3 last season was really bad. It was really bad. Chevy said, problem with Diddy is confidence, but he's got what it takes to be great in this league, but he's not going to be Luka. The pressure should not be on him to be a Luka, be himself. Yeah. I've been saying, I just want to see Diddy take, these small steps in each season. Like, this is his first real full off season. All I want to see, of course, better at the finishing, better with his finishing, but, let's work on that 3-point game. Because him becoming that true 3-and-D, because that's what we need him to be. We need him to be a 3-and-D wing. He's already doing good with the defense. We need him to do good from the 3 now, so he can become that 3-and-D guy. And vice versa with Rui. He's good from 3 now, but we need him to improve on his D, because we need both of these. That sounded crazy. But we need both of them to improve on the team. We need both of them to improve to become 3-and-D players. Kevin, you said I think it was the whole because he used to shoot with Spalding, then Wilson. Yeah, the ball switch and then the rule changes and all that. A couple guys were struggling. Chevy said I like our team. We got a bench that can score. Kevin said I won 50 wins and a trip to the conference finals. Just looking at what the Hawks and Celtics did the last 2 years, we can do the same thing. I think I would be shocked. I would be shocked personally if that would have happened. Color me shocked. Aza, you said what year do you think was the best offseason for the Wizards to go all in from 2010 to now? They should have went all in, bro. Like when DeMarcus Cousins was available for trade before he went to New Orleans, they should have went all in and got him. Or they should have went all in and tried to get Paul George. They had a couple different opportunities where a couple different stars got traded that the Wizards should have really went in and tried to get these dudes. Paul George before he went to OKC, DeMarcus before he went to New Orleans. Those two guys specifically, mainly, we know John wanted Paul. We all know he tried to recruit him and push for the Wizards to trade for him. DeMarcus Cousins, we all know him and John's relationship. We all know DeMarcus Cousins was the best center in the league, at that time. So it's just they should have went all in around those periods, whether it was 2015, 2014, 2015, etc. Oh no, man. But one of those two guys, I think they should have went in hard on. Sorry, you said, do you think the Wizards will trade for another point guard? No. I think they're done. They got their point guards. If anything, they may have a guy maybe, who they like off the training camp from, the Summer League or the G League. I don't know. But I don't know. I don't think they trade for another one now. Just listen, he said, big steps for Deni, Hachimura, and Kispert this year. Those guys want to win, and it shows. I just hope West could get something out of them scheme-wise and improve his own mental toughness. Yeah, this is a big year for West too, man, because the fans don't want to see, a lot of the stuff we saw from him last season because there was a lot of questions. I seen people talking about, Scott Brooks, bring Scott back, etc., which is crazy. But he was a rookie coach. He was dealing with a couple different things. So we'll see. We'll see how he does this season in his second year as a coach. OBJ said, I'm just patiently waiting for the KD to DC tweet. Maybe waiting. You're going to be waiting forever, brother. On that one. Then you say you think Diddy will get some point guard / point forward minutes this season. I can see it happening. I could possibly see it happening. I don't see why not. Grant, you said, I'm not even sure KD wants to come here. That's facts. I've never heard the sentiment on him not wanting to play in DC change. Never heard the sentiment change. Kevin said, I think we should trade for Miles Turner because we can trade Kuzma and maybe Carey. It helps us trim the roster down. KP Turner front court will be devastated. Yeah, you've Kevin, been on the Turner, the Miles Turner, KP front court for a little while now. Lamby said, Sam Grant. He said, Kevin, we already had a good shot blocker in Gafford, though. Well, I mean, offensively, Miles stretches the floor 100% better than Gafford. Miles Turner is a guy who can hit the three. I remember Miles Turner, it was I think the first half. I don't know if it was last season, but Miles Turner was killing the Wizards. He was killing them. But Miles does bring you that ability to block shots. Not the best rebounder, but he does have the ability to block shots and stretch the floor, something Gafford can't do. So if you can move Porzingis over to the 4, playing Porzingis and Miles is a better fit than playing Porzingis and, Gafford together. Because Miles can stand around the 3-point line and be a threat while KP can work down low. You can't have Gafford hanging around the 3-point line with KP down low because nobody's going to guard Gafford out there. It's going to make it be a little harder for KP to work. Miles stretches the floor a little bit. Kevin said, why not double dip at Gafford come off the bench? He can't stretch floor like Turner. He's the two-way center. Biggie said, how has Rui and Corey been doing this summer? Haven't been seeing or hearing about these workouts. Are they making any moves to make themselves to the next level? I mean, I assume, like obviously, we all know with Rui, he works. I mean, the dude missed half of the season and came back and shot like 40% from the three. So obviously he works. Corey, I'm sure he's working. Not everything. Like, I don't need to see on video you working in the summer because, I mean, I see people work in the summer and drop all these summer workout videos and then be not that good or look the same. So the summer workout videos don't mean anything to me, really. If I don't see it, that doesn't mean, like, I'm assuming you're working. I assume people work hard. You don't get to the NBA at a certain stature without working hard. So whether it's on camera or off camera, I mean, I assume everybody's working. Chippy said this year will make or break West Hustle Jr. as a coach. I low-key agree with that. Low-key. Baltimore, you said trade unlikely for KD, but if he'll froze up over, would you like KD here? I would like KD here. If he want to come here, shoot, bring him on in. Who am I to say no? I complain time and time again. You've all heard me complain and cry and moan about the Wizards being boring and not doing anything to rock the boat. So who would I be to deny KD? That's crazy. Also hypocritical for me. Gray said KD comes here is just going to be Bill and KD and a bunch of G League dudes. I don't want to watch that. Guys will eventually want to come here. And it's a lot of the Wizards would have to figure that out, man. They would have to figure it out. But it would be tough because KD is at a point where he can't, like, I don't think he could just really carry a roster full of, like, lower level guys next to one star. He's past the point of, like, that in his career, which is why I think he wants to go to a team like Miami and a team like Phoenix that have really good surrounding guys next to their stars, so he doesn't have to do as much as the heavy lifting. He comes to Washington, he's going to have to, like, do a lot. Like, he's going to have to be OKC Durant, but he's not OKC Durant anymore. He's like 34 years old, injuries, etc. Now he's at a different stage in his career. Like, for instance, John Wall, Malcolm Brogdon, their roles on the teams they joined way less than what their roles would have been if they were on the Wizards. John was aware of that. You talk about him, can he stay healthy? All that. Is way less pressure. The load's way less going to the Clippers rather than if he came to the Wizards, where his load would have been way more because of just the situation the Wizards are at in comparison to other teams. Chippy said Rui didn't play for Japan qualifying tournaments this summer, so I assume he's working out. Kevin saying when we face Joel, Giannis, and Jokic, we have a center that can guard these dudes while KP could just guard the four, and I love this fit for KP. I wouldn't hate that fit. Turner and KP, that seems like a natural fit right there. In the front court, honestly. Chippy said, I don't want KD if the price is too high. The price is too high. That's why he hasn't been moved yet. And guys aren't in the business of giving up Scotty Barnes, etc. for a player who's, even though as good as Kevin Durant is, we're talking about a guy who's going to be 34 years old, in September he's going to be 34 years old, and, he played 35 games the season after his Achilles, and he played 55 games last season. So you're talking about a 34-year-old guy, he's entering, he's not playing that many games. Do you want to really give up some, like, Scotty Barnes type of guy? You know what I mean? It's not like, oh, it's Kevin Durant. Like, everybody... Because if it was like that, he would have been traded already. Everybody knows that. If Kevin Durant, if the business was so hot and the market was so hot for a 34-year-old Kevin Durant, the Nets would have traded him by now. But the market's not that hot. And people aren't willing to trade the asking price for Kevin Durant at this stage of his career. Regardless of how good he is currently. Teams aren't willing to do that, or else it would have been done already. So, either the price is going to have to lower, or he's going to stay in Brooklyn. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. The market is not that hot on Kevin Durant right now. Because if it was, he'd be gone. He'd be gone. You're not talking about a 28-year-old KD. Like, teams probably would have paid that price. You're talking about a 34-year-old guy who's, dealing with injuries, playing around 50-something games nowadays. Can't really, carry a team that doesn't have the best surrounding roster anymore. That's why he's for a reason. He's trying to go to the 2 number 1 seeds from last season in Phoenix and in Miami. Biggie said Bertans looked like he didn't do nothing when it came to training. Yeah, he came in all kinds of out of shape. Bertans got his bread though. Biggie Bertans already gotten paid though. Bertans got paid. See, Corey, Rui, and all of them, they trying to get paid. When you trying to get paid, you gotta work hard. You working hard. When you get paid, then that really determines what kind of man you are. You gonna work hard and play hard, or you still gonna be, you gonna start slacking off because you got your bread coming in out of shape. And then he said, I hate Bertans. Ronnie said, multiple firsts, John Collins plus KP plus Diddy and Kispert for KD. Nets would be stupid not to take that. John Collins? Are you saying, so you're saying the Wizards get John Collins and then move John Collins for... The Wizards don't trade guys that they just traded for. They don't trade guys to just flip those guys. I haven't seen them do that. I haven't. Excuse me. Gray said, I'd rather rival Porzingis if we going to have a guy play 45 games. Kevin said, his KD's vaulted like Gobert. The Nets are looking for something more than what Gobert went for. So, you know how much Gobert went for. So, they're looking for more than that, obviously. But it's a tough ask. It really is. Chippy said he's saying his price on the market dictates he will stay. Marty said, D, how would you feel if we signed Westbrook to a cheap deal if he was traded and then bought out? I don't know, man. I don't know. It'll be... I don't know. I honestly don't know. I mean, I wouldn't be jumping for it, but I don't know how I would feel about it. But, I wouldn't be pressed to get him back, personally. Boys, when he said last time he played 45 games was 2019, he good. That was 2019 good. Jay, you said now that things are settled, I like the makeup of our team. Everything has a easily defined role. West got nugget players to teach a system. Rui, Diddy, Corey, Gaff can grow together. And, it seems like that's what they're going for. They got the young guys to continue another year under their belt to grow. West, like you said, got some guys that's familiar with his system that he's familiar with as well and comfortable with running his offense and being in his starting lineup with Monte and Will. I don't know if Will is a de facto starter yet, but yeah, these things, this is very true. These things are all true. While I'm at it, before I get to this Diddy propaganda, guys, thank you guys for being in here. 30 of you guys. If you haven't already, please make sure you like the video. If you like to, it helps your boy out. It helps in the YouTube algorithms, as they say. Also, if you want to become a member and join the Wiz family, I'm trying to get to 20 members. You can do that by clicking the link in the pinned comment in the chat box. Or if you want to send a super chat like my boy Jay did earlier with the $5, you can also send your boy a donation as well if you want to support in that way. Boys, what you say? Gobert must have had some dirt on the order to get a deal like that. I know Gobert's deal really kind of messed up the market. He got a lot. He got a lot. Greg said, feels suspiciously like Will Barton will be starter at least at the start of the season. That's kind of what I mainly am taking from it. I think that Barton. If I had to put money on it, I think Barton's going to be the starter. If I had to put money on it. Alex, you said, I'm worried that Bill shot 300 for his point percentage. It has to be higher this year for our success. Yeah, his 3-point percentage 100% has to get better. His 3-point percentage 100% has to get better. Definitely. Teaser Reed said Gobert ruined the entire offseason. Yeah, that man got a lot. Like, he went for a lot. And it's like, okay, I see him go for that much. I got KD here. The man's still one of the best scorers in the league. And then you look at what Donovan Mitchell's going for as well. Oh, no, man, it's tough. It's going to be tough for a lot of guys to get moved, man. Speaking of contract extensions and money and whatnot, in football news, Kyler Murray's working on a deal to get a monster extension that will make Kyler Murray one of the NFL's highest paid players. Don't know how you feel about Kyler Murray, but some football news for you. Baltimore, you said Rudy Gobert versus Deshaun Watson in contract destruction. Oh, man, the Browns, they took that risk, bro. I don't know if he gets suspended. I don't know if Deshaun gets suspended for the whole season. I know he already said he'll be suing if that comes down to that. He's already planning to sue the NFL or whatnot. Oh, no. I don't know if he'll get the whole year, though. But I'm interested to see what they finally land on for his suspension. How many games they give him, or if they do give him the whole season. I think they may give him the whole season still. Corey said if Durant doesn't want to be in DC, then I don't want him in DC. It wouldn't be a good situation. Yeah, agreed. You wouldn't want to trade a player who doesn't want to be with your franchise, really. You know, because that's just creates for toxicity. You know what I mean? Like, nah. You know, on some Randy Moss with the Raiders type beat, you know? Gray said, I'd rather just try to keep building a real NBA team rather than ship everyone off for a 34-year-old scorer. Baltimore said, Sue, yeah, I heard that. Good luck. Yeah. Oh, no. But I definitely think they're going to get Deshaun up out of there. 100%. I definitely think they're going to get Deshaun up out of there. Definitely. But yeah, I think so. We've decided the Wizards are going to get over 36 wins. We've decided the Wizards are going to get over 36 wins from looking at our over-under. Everybody said I just got a WNBA ad on your stream. We support the WNBA too. We support the Washington Mystics. Washington Mystics update. If we're looking at the standings, the Washington Mystics are currently the 3rd seed in the Eastern Conference, sitting at 16-11. Hey man, let's try to get that next championship, man. Let's try to get that championship again. Let's go Mystics. Kevin said, personally, I would call the Jazz to see if we get Spider in the 3-team trade, have a big 3 of Spider, KP, and Bill. We would be the best team in the East. Gray says Spider needs the ball. It would be a weird fit because you would have two shooting guards and 2 guys with very high usage who need the ball in their hands. I don't know how that fit would work. It would be weird. I mean, that's one of those things where the guys gotta talk amongst themselves, you know. But, you know, we've had a James Harden, Russell Westbrook backcourt before. You know, that team looked decent. That Rockets team looked decent at times. You said, have I seen Andrew Tate? No, I have not. I've not seen Andrew Tate. I just had to look up who that was. He's an American kickboxer. But yeah, I mean, that would be like kind of an odd fit. That'd definitely be an odd fit. But yeah. Oh no, but I doubt that happens. I doubt the Wizards would even be interested in Book because they have Bill. So I don't know. So I don't know. Truly don't know what to make of that. Gray said plus minus don't fit. He is a matador defender. And people already say Bill, his defense isn't that good. Jamal, you said I'm just glad that the 2023 pick was protected. If they could find a way to untie that 2023 pick or something like that, then that would give them so much more flexibility. That 2023 pick being tied up limits their flexibility a decent amount, which sucks. But I mean, something had to give for them to get rid of John. But if they could untie that 2023 pick, that'd be beautiful. That'd be beautiful. As far as flexibility. In any kind of trade for them. Definitely. Ugh. How long we been on? Almost an hour. Jamal, you said if they fall in the lottery, they get the pick back. Yeah. Which would be a disappointment, for them, depending on where they want to be. I don't think they plan on being in the lottery this season. After the season, I don't think they plan on being in the lottery. If they are in the lottery, I think the fan base would be upset again. I think the front office would be upset. But they would get the pick back. I will say that. And you never know with the Wizards, man. You never know. You truly never know with them. You truly never know. So it's very possible they end right back up in the lottery. It's very possible. But I feel like a lot of things will have to go wrong. Injuries, etc. Grace, I'm a lifelong Wizards fan. I'm used to being upset. Alex said Chris Miller was saying the team can win 47 to 51 games. I think 50 games is tough. I think 50 games is really tough. Because you look at it, the year the Wizards went to the second round, Game 7, that team won 49 games. Those teams in the Eastern Conference, I feel like aren't as good as today's current teams in the Eastern Conference. And they didn't win 50 games that year. So it's kind of hard for me to envision 50 wins this year. Bees, what's going on? We went over Drew Hanlon's comments on Deni Avdija about, his time from working out with him, what he's learned about Deni, and how Deni has impressed him. He said he wanted at least 36% from Deni from the 3-point line. He worked on his mental stability on the court, etc. He's worked out with a couple guys, Tyler Hero a little bit, Kelly Oubre, Tyrese Halliburton. So we went over that. We talked about Taj Gibson and his signing and some of the quotes about him. He also said that they were going to do a pre-training camp workout in August in LA, build some team chemistry and whatnot. So that's all cool. But minor updates. So nothing, we aren't talking about really anything major. We also went over the Wizards over-under. BetOnline has them at 36 wins. So majority of us agreed that the Wizards would be over 36 wins next season. What's what he said, I hate the lottery. We never got picks anyway other than the time A. Poland died. And we got first coincidence. Gray said, for us to win 50 games, that means KP played almost to an MVP level. Yeah, he would have to, KP would have to be all-star level. 50 wins, KP would have to be healthy and playing on an all-star level. NBA said the Wizards to take for Victor. Man, I'm telling y'all, some people would hate me if I was a Wizards GM. I've had us maybe looking at maybe 22, 23 wins next season for Victor. That dude, For how tall he is and the way he be, that dude is tough. Kevin, you said if everything goes right, we could be a top 56 team in the East if everyone. Oh, a top 5 to 6 team in the East if everyone produces and Davis looks like a stud. Jamel, you said I hope so. As you said, the Wizards themselves are high on this team. They're like the league has not seen KP and build together. Well, yeah, of course that's obviously what they're going to sell. They're going to sell to the fan base and the people. You know, we haven't seen KP and Bill together, blah, 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 which is a fair point, which is a valid point, I will admit. It's a fair point. NBA says, should the NFL have a draft lottery? I'm fine with how the NFL runs things now. I'm cool with that. I don't think they should really have a lottery. I'm fine with the way the NFL handles things. Baltimore, you say, yeah, Victor looks like a true number one. Yeah, he looks tough. He looks tough. He looks tough. Like, that's a guy that I wouldn't mind joining the tank race for. I really wouldn't. I wouldn't mind joining the tank race for. At all. That was if I was the GM. If I was the GM, we would have been all up in there. We would have been all up in that top 4. All up in the top 4. Greg said, how many minutes will Johnny play a night in year 1? Any guesses? I think Johnny, if he continues to look how he looked at Summer League in the preseason, I think Johnny maybe like 5 minutes. Maybe 10. I don't know. But right now, it's looking like he ain't going to get any minutes. Alex, you said Ted doesn't want tanking. That's facts. Agreed. Kemi said a sneaky trade will be Randall for Kuzma. How would we feel about that? I wouldn't like that. I'd rather get John Collins for Kuzma rather than Randall for Kuzma. I'm good. Randall need the ball too much for him to be doing whatever BS he be doing. I'm good off that. I'd rather take Collins for Kuzma over Randall for Kuzma. Dad, what's going on? You said you coached a football game. I'm sorry what I missed. Not much. We were just talking about what Drew Hanlon said about Deni and how Deni has impressed them and what goals he was looking for with Deni. Looked at Taj Gibson and some comments about him and what he said about the Wizards linking up for pre-training camp in August. You know, to work on team chemistry and whatnot. So just a bunch of minor stuff. We just been chatting about like the Wizards over/under on wins total. BetOnline had him at 36. We all pretty much agreed that we think it will be over 36. But just that and some random chat about some of the guys. So not major. Just a bunch of minor news and catching up. Grace said I'd rather ride with Kuzma. What do you think Diddy will accomplish next season? Once again, I mean, my biggest goal for Diddy, I want him at 35% from 3. He's been at 31 his last 2 seasons. I want him to jump up to 35% from 3. Drew Hanlon, the guy he's been working with this offseason, wants him at 36. And I think that's big because the Wizards need 3-and-D wings, you know. And for Diddy to get on that path, he needs to improve that 3-point shot. And the defensive side of the ball, he's done well with, you know. And so now we need the 3-point ball to get up there, you know, so we can have that 3-and-D action going on with him. And vice versa for Rui. Rui has the offense, the 3-point, but we need him to work on that defense so he can become more of that 3-and-D guy. Chevy said no Randall Hill. I want young kids to develop. NBA said the Wizards are higher. NBA Twitter. Lord, I wouldn't say that. Some people be crazy. Alex said Summer League performance is worthless. Trae Young named most disappointed Brooklyn AT Summer League. I mean, but we still all knew what Trae was about. Like, we all knew he was about to be. You know what I'm saying? But the thing with Summer League, and I'll harp back on this with Summer League. What I want to see from Summer League, like, I don't care if a player's numbers don't look the best, like his shooting percentages or whatnot don't look the best. They don't look the most attractive. I don't care about that. What I care about is if you flash. like, or show something. Johnny Davis didn't show us anything. He didn't show us anything. Like, he had some nice defensive moments, but he didn't show us anything, really. And that's what worried me the most, that he didn't show us anything. What I look for in Summer League is, for my top pick, is show me something. Show me a flash. If you can shoot, if he shot 20-something%, fine. But show me a flash. Trae Young didn't look the best, but Trae Young still showed flashes. Johnny Davis didn't show me anything. So that's why I still have nothing to go off of with Johnny Davis. I'm still going off of hope right now. But what I look for Summer League, I don't care about your numbers. What you show me. Like, what you flash. Like, oh, I see that little flash right there. I see that little, yeah. We didn't get any of that. Baltimore, you sound like Patty Mills, but I doubt not to give him up. Doubt that too. Because the Nets still want to compete. They still want to, win. Gray said, I got to get ready for work. Have a great rest of your day, friends. Appreciate you for tuning in, Grant. Thank you, man. Kevin said, trade Rui for my team's thigh bull because Rui can't guard a park card, even I can play better defense than him. Now, what if Davis took a Trae Young leap? That would be interesting. Maybe he balls out like Booker did. Remember Booker was hooping as a rookie? Johnny Davis doesn't have the skill sets that these guys have. Trae had an elite skill set. Devin was an elite scorer coming out of Kentucky. Like, he was an elite. Johnny's not elite at anything right now. Johnny, in college, he was good at muscling his way, to getting shots, etc. But I don't see, Johnny's not elite at anything at the moment. We don't know what he's... Right now, we don't even know what he's good at currently at the pro level. We know what he was good at with Wisconsin, but we're still trying to see what he's good at offensively at the next level because we haven't seen it yet. I'm just hoping for a leap of the dude don't pick up the dribble every time he touched the rock. And he can get past somebody. Chubby said, Rui, okay, yeah, he had half a season, but he was productive. Bees, you say NBA Twitter trade machines give me headaches. I'm good off that. Facts. Chubby said, Johnny's sleeping in the bedroom. Boys, he said, maybe that Taco Bell messed Davis' guts up during the game. Chubby said he showed zero there too. If he said sign D to a 10-day con, don't do that. Don't do that. Be out there looking crazy. I play some defense though, but I'm out there looking crazy. I'm hitting the open three. I'm hitting one of these open threes, maybe two in a row. I'm hitting one of them joints, but that's about it. Kerry said Booker was unknown when he came out from Kentucky. It was all about Towns. I mean, I don't know, man. 13th pick. Devin went from averaging 13 points per game in his rookie season to 22 in his next season. And Devin was I don't know what these teams' record was for the Suns, but I assume, the Sun teams when he got drafted weren't that good, right? So Devin Booker also had the opportunity to jump. He went from 13 to 22. Johnny Davis isn't going to have the opportunity to average 13 points a game. I'm just sorry. I don't think he's going to have that opportunity. I don't see Johnny averaging 13 and then being able to make some big jump because I don't know how much opportunity he's honestly going to get. I don't know how much opportunity he's going to get to do that. I have no clue. I don't know what his role is going to be. I mean, people already talk about Deni and Rui not having that much opportunity. So I assume it's going to be the same with Johnny. I mean, Devin was on a team that will go on to just be consistently trash. But when he said Suns became way more relevant because of Booker, they were average at best before him. Then, like, that's the thing. I just don't know how much opportunity Johnny's going to really get. Kevin said, what's the time he loved Davis? They'll find time for him. If he looks like he deserves time, they ain't just going to give it to him because he's there. If he doesn't look ready, then you can't put him out there. You can't. You can't. I don't think you can. Me personally. But, I gotta go get my hair cut, guys. I'm looking crazy right now. Chippy said he better bring something to practice. I hope so. We all hope we see something better in the preseason from him. But I have to go get my hair cut. Davis ain't gonna be no sixth man at the moment. Or are you talking about like in the future, later on in the season or next season? Oh no. But right now, yeah, no. Yeah, no. But it's haircut time. I'm looking crazy right now. I'm looking rough. I gotta go get this all situated. Davis is not gonna be a sixth man now. The sixth man now, I can see Deni being sixth man. If he doesn't start, I think I can really see Deni being the sixth man. That's probably my most realistic sixth man right now that I'm thinking of. It's probably Deni. But yeah, I'm gonna go get my hair cut. Thank you guys for tuning in, man. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate all the comments. Jay, thank you for the super chat, my guy. I appreciate you for being in here. It's important. When's the next stream? Don't know. I'm going to put it out in the community tab the next time I am going to stream, though, so people can know. But I don't know. Obviously, if some big news breaks or whatnot, I'll be, hopping on, obviously. But we'll see. Well, maybe Saturday? You said go bald. Chip, going bald is crazy. But yeah, guys, thank you guys for tuning in, man. Everybody have a good rest of your day, or a good rest of work if you're at work or whatnot. Jay said, can you play 2K with the Wiz? Yeah, I would need a capture card and all that. I would need a capture card. Biggie said, gotta get ready for the Zendaya. Yeah, Zendaya has not responded to me. Just to give you guys an update. She has not responded to me. I'm going to assume maybe she just didn't see the message, I'll just say she didn't see the message, because if she's seen the message, she obviously would have responded. So I'll assume she just didn't see it. I'll leave it at that. But Zendaya. But, yeah, guys, thank you for tuning in, man. I appreciate y'all. Have a good rest of your day, guys. Stay safe. And I'll see you guys on the next Wizard stream. And hopefully, Zendaya responds to me. Hopefully. But alright, guys. Thank you for the stream. Biggie, before I go, I see that $1.99. Thank you for that super chat, my man. Right before we head off the stream, appreciate the $1.99, Steve. My mans. Hey, man, you say you got an Instagram? It's because they be listening, man. These people be out here listening. But have a good day, guys. Biggie, thank you for the dono. Jay, thank you for the dono. Thank everybody else for liking the video, being in here, chatting. Have a good day, guys. I will see you next time. Peace, my guys.
I ain't never, ever seen you act like this before. You getting...
You said I got to make some 2K rebuilds? Facts, Liam. I'm going to get on the 2K tip. I'll get on the 2K tip. But alright, guys. I'm out this joint. Peace.